the single Back Together. What was that session like? Because I've read about it, and I want you to tell us about getting with those guys and writing that.
For Back Together, yeah. Well, it was really interesting. I had just finished writing about a year prior to Back Together. I had been in the studio with two of the members of a band called Hot Shell Ray. They were a pop band, and Ryan and Nash Overstreet, and it was awesome. We got in the studio. We were writing for their record. They needed some material for their album, and we had been trying to link up, but it just was never a good time. And finally, we got in the studio and we wrote a song called "Let's Get Engaged," and it was like this fun party record about getting engaged to the love of your life. And it was kind of a quirky song. It fit perfectly for their style, their direction. And so we wanted to do it again. So a few months later, we got back in, and Ryan came to me and he said, I have this idea, about maybe getting back together with an ex-girlfriend and sort of imagining what that would be like. And so we all sort of had stories of our individual relationships, and we shared them all, and it was a mashup of all those relationships, and it became Back Together. But again, it was going to be for their album. And working with the 11, this group of producers out of New York, amazing musicians. They're all like super musicians. They all graduated from Berkeley. One of them has a master's in like trumpet. And we were in the studio, and we were like, oh, maybe some live horns, and we added live horns, and then like the bass started sounding very sort of R&B and had like kind of a funkiness to it. And it started taking this R&B swing, and I turned to Ryan and I was like, this kind of sounds like what I need for my album. And and so I was trying to be as diplomatic as possible, because basically I wanted to steal the song from them. But he was really cool. He was really cool about it, and I ended up cutting the song myself. And all of a sudden, now here I am, and I'm promoting it. Like you said, I performed it on the Today Show a few weeks ago, and I've been performing it around the country for the last 5 weeks at the Backstreet Boys, and overall the response from the fans has been incredibly positive, and I'm so happy, because I was hoping that the rest of the album was going to sound just like that, and it is, and it sounds like they're all on board.